Welcome back to another Chronicle Walkabout of Katsua Cat. I, of course, am Katsua Cat. It is 4:30 a.m. in Medicine Hat, Alberta. It's been a while due to laptop failure. Now, for the next little while, you're going to be getting hit with all my comedy, all my frustrations, all my poetry, all my sayings, workouts, and just downright rants and raves. So, many people have asked me, and I haven't been able to answer them for a while, what type of person I am. Well, if you know me and my page, you'll also get hit with a lot of psychology, human behavioral science, sociology, and basic reality and science as comedy. So, let me give you a rundown. I am basically an asexual, but I do have pansexual qualities. I am a white wolf loner. Let me explain what a white wolf loner is. Took a while to compile all this stuff, so be patient with me. So, we all know a loner. That's what I am. We tend to enjoy spending as much time by ourselves as possible. Of course, it's not that we don't have friends or we don't like people. We just don't like basic people because they interfere with our lives. So, we have much less of a need for acceptance from our peers, or what people call peers. Now, often we have large groups of friends, and we have higher standards for our friendships. We actually do believe in friendship. Now, we make the conscious decision to get plenty of time on our own. And according to 190 different psychologist departments in 190 colleges across the States, Europe, and Canada, it says basically it's because we don't need acceptance. Now, we choose to be who we are. So those of us who choose the living room, or those of us who choose the bedroom or the ballroom, may have inherited the temperament of those before us. Let me explain. Now, there could be a penchant for solitude that could reflect a mix of innate tendencies and experiences, such as not having many friends as a child, or growing up in a family that values privacy. Now, I'm 50-50. Half the reason I'm a loner was forced upon me, and half the reason I'm a loner is out of choice because of the environment I'm in. So, of course, it's possible to be too much of a loner. We all know that. We call them goths, emos, people who blow up buildings, all that fun stuff. But some loners choose to close their borders, so to speak, because of anxiety. Some are pathologically shy. Now, some of us have bad tendencies as kids and bad experiences as kids and tendencies because of it. Now, these type of loners tend to get butterflies around people. Social isolation can be a health risk. I, unfortunately, am the opposite. And my alarm's going off. It is now 5 a.m. I am the opposite. Most loners will hurt themselves. I, unfortunately, will be one of those people, and I am one of those people who stand up and will hurt others who try to hurt me or others. So, my lonerism as a white wolf is to go out and be progressive and find all the positivity and leave all the negativity behind, which is why I don't associate with people in this environment. And the negativity is so rampant that it's worldwide knowledge. So, back to where we are. Now, loneliness is like a hunger and thirst, just like any other addiction. Moderation. Now, a signal to help your genes to survive. That's what it's designed for, aka fight and flight. So, John Cacapio, a psychologist at the University of Chicago, states that when you're lonely, your stress response in your body goes up to a very dangerous level, and it's not healthy to stay in for a long time. We all know that. We see that every day. Now, of course, it takes all kinds. The loners tend to be smarter, more loyal friends, and if you have an outgoing friend who abruptly becomes a loner, that may be a cause for concern. Check it out. Now, number one on the list for the health, psychologically, sociologically, and physiologically, for any human being, it's proven, and especially for those sensitive people like me and my kind, white wolf loners. Number one, value time. If there's anything extremely important to a loner, it's their time. Now, They respect and value time more than anything else. They are all well aware that time is the most valuable asset in a successful life. Repeat that. Successful life. Not a basic life, but successful life. Now, we will do everything in our power to not be late, never waste someone else's time, and will never allow or feel happy towards a person that tries to waste our time or dictates our time or demands our time. Because legally, morally, and ethically, especially under the United Nations, no, you don't have a right to demand anyone's time or respect. So, we avoid fake behavior, and we cannot tolerate people that think they can play with us or think that they are better just because of skin color, hockey team, city, blah, blah, blah. Another reason I do not survive well in the redneck capital of Canada since 1905, and BC, the white supremacist capital of Canada since 1847. And let me clarify that that's only the shoe swap. They could be getting better. Look up your history on what mistakes BC made in World War I and II. So, through our self-awareness, we have developed a huge and high level of self-respect, which most people don't have. And that's a scientific fact. Respect their time as they respect yours. That's basically a motto that we like to pin on our chest. Respect our time and we'll respect yours. But you can expect one of the most incredible friendships imaginable if you get a white wolf loner, aka dogs. We'll follow you to death if you are good to us. You betray us, you better hit us on the head of the shovel because we're going to bite your ass. So, number 2, self-aware. And we all know this is a scientific fact, and you'll be hearing more about it. Many people choose to ignore their thoughts and emotions. Loners choose to embrace their feelings and become fully aware of them. Oh yeah. Self-awareness is a very important and difficult to achieve, which is why most people give up and become basics and believe that their material possessions somehow make them better. Bicep shot. So, loners, we know ourselves. We know ourselves better than anyone else. We know ourselves better than most people, especially the physiological and the spiritual part. Now, this allows us to understand those around us and life much better than everyone. And everyone who has periods of depressive and discouraging thoughts. But loners, us white wolves, we're able to navigate them. It is our genetic makeup. You throw things in our way and we surpass. And that makes us stronger, smarter, more intelligent, more sensitive. And that's not a gift from outer space and Krypton or something, dude. That's basic human freaking behavioral science. Hello? So, back at it. Now, level-headed. Oh yeah, number 3. Us white wolves are amazingly strong-willed when tough situations come our way. We have incredible focus and willpower, and as a result of our frequent reflection and alone time. That's true. We're great at taking care of ourselves and taking care of other people. But because we're always out there, we get betrayed by our friends and family a whole lot more than the average person. Now, we can feel overwhelmed, of course we can, by stressful situations. But instead of getting caught up with distractions, and instead of bitching and complaining, which sometimes I do fall off the wagon, that I do, they decide to spend some time alone and recharge, regenerate, refuel, rehydrate, replenish, rehumanize. And that is very hard to do in this society because we must get up and do something to accommodate the lack of humanity we have. So, during this time, we devise solutions on how to take care of things, which is not so hard. It really isn't. People need to take the time out. Now, I just have to get back because a message came through and knocked off my thingy, so hold on there. Come on, Slowpoke, let's go. All right, hold on. You fucking stupid machine, will you come on? Jesus. Fuck. the fuck are you doing? Now I have to fucking do more editing because you're a fucking idiot. Jeez. Fuck. Come on, you idiot. Jesus fucking Christ. Fucking asshole. All right, now number 4. Open-mindedness. Something we don't get to deal with much in this environment. Open-mindedness. Now, even though we like to be alone, this does not make us rigid or closed-minded. It does the opposite. It's the contrary. We are extremely open-minded and are always up for new ideas and activities. But again, if you're in an environment where everything is slow, you're forced to be slow and go out and do things by yourself to be fast. You understand what I'm saying? Now, we don't spend or plan to spend the entire lives that we have in our bedrooms or on computers. That, of course, is when you kind of fail. But hey, look what nerds churn into. So hey, you can't always say sitting in your bedroom and sitting on a computer is always bad. But you know what they're saying. So anyways, let's get back to it. All right, we enjoy exploring and going out on new adventures. However, you need to make sure that we give ourselves alone time before going anywhere that involves several people. Recharging. Now, number 5, big thing. Us white wolves are uber loyal. We do not crave the company of others. However, this does not mean that they don't have friends. Once they get to like someone and want to be your friend, they'll be one of the most loyal friends on the planet. So yes, again, like I said, it really hurts us when we get betrayed by our friends and family because we put our hearts in our sleeves. Now, we know our value and we know our worth. And yes, I deserve the respect that I've earned. But I don't have a right to demand it. So, I exercise loyalty in all fields of life. Relationships, work, family, you name it. That's what we do. Now, number 6, we have clear boundaries. Loners always have healthy boundaries. They understand themselves perfectly. And big thing, we have a strong value sense. We never feel alone. We always know ourselves. We respect our boundaries, and we will let you know if you're about to cross my boundaries. You know that. The reasons why I'm stuck here and a prisoner in this environment, because I let people know I stand up for my human rights. Not the thing to do when you live in an environment where under the Constitution you don't have a right to express yourself or defend yourself in your own home place of business. I made that mistake, which is why I'm here. So, we do have a bad habit of standing up for ourselves, even if it means death. So, in the end, if you can't be faithful to yourself, you can't be faithful to anyone. Now, number 7, aware of our weaknesses and our strength. Every day we have to deal with our weaknesses and our strengths. And every day we don't deny it like the social code does. So, we are more aware of our strengths and our weaknesses. However, we always know there's room to improve. Therefore, we're always trying to progress and be better. That's what perfection is, striving to be better, not reaching a goal, but always striving. Read a book. Now, there's always room for improvement, no matter how good we think we're doing. Regardless of being self-aware with these imperfections, they still hold their needs high and our heads high to show others that it's okay to be confident with who you are. Number 8, we're very empathic.